Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Again to Elliott. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gather him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. That goes for a gain of 31. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Prescott now. Forced out, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Bailey now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And Thomas has it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Breeze now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deeper. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain of 32 that time. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter.
Bailey got the extra point. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second down, Prescott completes it to Austin. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. The give is to Elliott. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense. They
keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Steps away to his left. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Swing to the right. To the right. Hey, 47.
Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Buying time to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I parked my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He make sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? When I look at my snap, I tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Hey, back on my.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Chicago Bears. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The dump off good for 8 there on first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On second down, Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
18.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 6 there on first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Give him 30 yards there.
Let's go. Come on. You see it? 18. We go. 18.
Trubisky to throw again. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Trey Burton, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Flushed out. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Austin's got it left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. This is Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Awesome.
Play action now. Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Then he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, CD, regular season inching closer. You know, looking at the ledger of the games, we'll just stick with the NFC right now, but it starts with a bang, Atlanta at Philly on the 6th.
How about the last two teams to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl head-to-head to start the season? The Falcons, they didn't win it. Philadelphia did. And then how about this for a second game? San Francisco at Minnesota. In normal years, it doesn't get as much attention, but how about now? Jimmy Garoppolo leading the 49ers to take on now Kirk Cousins' Minnesota Vikings.
Anything else there from the NFC Week 1 catching your eye?
Well, I think the Dallas Cowboys at Carolina, that definitely does, because the Cowboys are trying to get back to the playoffs. Dak Prescott, full season of Ezekiel Elliott, and, of course, number one, the big man, Cam Newton, will welcome them to Charlotte. And to finish things off, the last game of the season openers, the Los Angeles Rams, last year's revelation, taking on John Gruden's Oakland Raiders. How about that?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
18. Hey, 18.
On third down, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, 38 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Touchdown.
Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Prescott to throw it. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's got a man, It's Williams. 18 yards there and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hustle, hustle.
They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hugo, 47. Hugo, get that. Let's go. Get out. Get out. 46.
On play action, Prescott. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Prescott now. He finds his man. It's Austin. 23 yards on the play. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 37. And Bailey able to knock an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Let's go. Let's finish now. It's coming now. Hugo, 46. Hugo, 46. 46.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Here you go. Hugo, 46. 26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Being chased out left. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And Miller with it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when the drop home, gave him the chokehold. I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See sign break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a break light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your in them. They hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Drops it underneath to Elliott. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Second down, Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah,
what happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. And this is Latimer, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can...
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And some room to work. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Working from the gun, Manning. Steps away to his left. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Now Austin. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Prescott on 1st down. It's caught right side. It turns. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Get up. Here we go, 46. Bring down. Check.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. It doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott.
Oh, that's
an effort. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down. Now Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Looking deep for Elliott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 47 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And New York set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee.
Let's go. Zebra.
Throwing on 1st down is Manning. Left side, it's Beckham. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. On play action, it's Manning. And the pressure gets to him again. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And now it's second down.
You know what? We got a second. I did want to take a look back to the Hall of Fame inductions. Took place in Canton on August 4th. And what stood out to you from the ceremonies, from the speeches that you heard?
Well, for me, beside the speeches, just remembering their careers, I really flashed back at how much I enjoyed watching Brian Dawkins play, and his speech was terrific as well. Robert Dr. Doom Brazil with the Houston Oilers, absolutely loved him as a player. And Jerry Kramer had to wait so long with the Green Bay Packers. For him to get in, I thought was terrific, and I can't wait for next year. First ballot eligible guys, Tony Gonzalez, Ed Reed, and Champ Bailey. That's a strong class.
Another star-studded cast.
Now Elliott. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. However, let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46, 46.
3rd and long for Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, we progressed through the preseason, so let's prognosticate about the regular season. NFC.
Can we overanalyze?
Yeah, I want to overanalyze, too. NFC, the 4 divisions, who do you have winning them?
Let's start in the East. The Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl last year, got better in the offseason. I think they win their division again, although Dallas will make a strong run at them.
Okay. And the South, you were saying you like Atlanta.
Yeah, I do like Atlanta to get back to the top. Tough division. 3 teams in the playoffs last year. Atlanta, New Orleans, which won the division, and Carolina.
Going west, who do you have out there?
The Rams. They took over for the Seahawks last year. I expect them to stay on the top of the heap. But let's face it, a lot of excitement in San Francisco with Jimmy Garoppolo.
In the north, can Green Bay overtake Minnesota?
They can, but I don't think that they will. I think the Vikings defense carries them home. Kirk Cousins, their new quarterback. The Packers will challenge in a big way, but keep an eye on Detroit as well.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Trying to lay one up deep. Looking for his receiver sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So after the INT, it's Manning. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Cody Latimer in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Rosas now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Oh, Tavon Austin, he's going to go. The 30, 20, and he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Manning to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. Here's Austin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kareem Martin in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Manning now on 1st down. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. David Irving with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Manning over the middle to Beckham. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. David Irving in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And they're going to try for the 4th down conversion. Manning and the offense staying put. They do go for it. It's Manning. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kareem Martin in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Caught left side, Williams. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. A 1st down carry for Smith. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist.